enthusiasts, how you doing? Back once again, hope you've had a great week. So I'm going to apologise in advance, there's not much of a technical update this week. I've been really busy and I'll get to that in a moment. What I did think I'd do, because I've never done one actually, I thought it might be interesting, is I'm going to do a Q&A session in probably a couple of weeks time. So anything you want to ask me, any questions, whether it's about minis, whether it's about the workshop, whether it's about, you know, what I do, just pop them in the comments down below, and then in a couple of weeks time I'll try and answer as many of your questions as I can. So this has been a very busy week. I haven't had much chance to work on the cars. We had the Minis on the Wreck charity car show last Sunday. That went really well. We raised somewhere around about £3,700 for Chestnut Tree Hospice, so really pleased with that. It was a really hot day. Got down there nice and early. I think it was about 6:30 we got down there, and it was about 5:30, 6 before we left. So I was judging the show and shine down there, which I really enjoy doing normally, but this year it was really difficult. Standard of cars was really good. You see people have put a lot of effort into cleaning and preparing their cars, and there can only be one winner. It can be a really tough decision sometimes to pick the winner, but it is what it is. Like I say, some great cars there, and it was a great show. I've also been really busy this week, just cleaning and tidying the house. So you might think, why is he telling us that? But that's because I've put the house on the market today. So the little workshop, the little winter workshop, hopefully should be growing. So the idea is, we live in a 3-bed semi at the moment. I've got 2 kids, they're both getting a bit older. One of the rooms is a box room, so we want 3 double bedrooms so the kids can have some decent space, and the absolute must-have for me is a double garage. So house goes on the market from today onwards. We started looking around, looked at a few houses already. Ideally I want a twin garage at least, adjoining the house, but we'll see what's out there. But hopefully come winter this year, if all goes to plan, we should be in a bigger house, nice big double garage. I can really make it my own then. I'm even looking at garages which have got nice roof heights, so maybe I can get a 2-poster lift in there, but we'll see what happens with that. So like I say, there isn't a great deal to update this week. There's a few just bits and bobs really. So some clips, just finishing off the headwork on PIIOOW last week. So it was done pretty much last week. Just a few video clips of me just running the car up and road testing it afterwards. And on the end of the video, I've put in some video clips of when I'd done the Boschberg Classic Car Rally, which was on my birthday weekend, 23rd of June. So I got invited out to Bosch in Germany, had to go out there for a meeting, and then the weekend of my birthday they held a classic car rally, which I got invited to take part in, which was much more better and more fun than I ever thought it was going to be. I was expecting to go over there, when they say take part in a car rally, kind of expecting to sit in the passenger seat, someone else drives, but that's not what happened. Went over there with my boss. We literally pulled into a car park, loads of classic cars there. They said the keys are in all of them, just pick one and that's your car for the rally. So we did have a bit of a game plan. It's pretty simple. It was just to get the one with the biggest engine, made the most noise, and had the worst fuel consumption. So you'll see what we picked in a minute, but it was great fun. We completely messed it up though. It was meant to be, it was a timed rally, the first part of it. I think they call it a regularity rally, is that correct? It's where you start at a fixed time and you have to get to each checkpoint at pretty much exactly the right time. So you can't go too fast, you can't go too slow, and you have a route book with it, so you have to follow the exact route. It's not just like following GPS. Well, that all went disastrously wrong. So we started at the hotel, we had to drive to the start of the regularity rally, the start point. We followed the cars in front, they got lost, we got lost, we missed the start of the regularity rally. So yeah, we were that bad, we didn't even get to the start line, but it was great fun actually, because it's got to be nothing more boring than going from point A to point B at an average speed of 23 miles an hour when you've got a 6.6 litre V8 in the car. So we went on the Autobahn, went straight to the finish, had a great laugh. And at the finish as well, what they'd done, it was Boxburg Proving Grounds, which I suppose is like Millbrook. And what they've done is they've set up loads of sort of special stages there. So you had to compete in certain special stages. One of them was like a high-speed ring. So you had to go around a huge oval. It was probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles, this oval. And you had to pass between 2 timing points at exactly the same speed. So we chose to do that at 130 kilometres an hour, just because that was the fastest they would let you go, so thought it would be most fun. But it's really, really difficult to nail exactly 130 kilometres an hour. We didn't cheat and use cruise control either. What else was there? There was a bit where you had to drive down a cobbled road holding sort of steins of beer and roast chicken out the windows. It was good fun. There was a skid pan. You had to accelerate and slow down on a very slippery surface and stop at a particular point. We didn't do very well, to be honest. We just had a lot of fun, as you'll see in the video, I think. So there was an alpine track as well, or twisty track, where again you had to do it and get to the finish line within like 2 minutes dead. You weren't allowed to stop. Well, we just nailed it the whole way around just for a bit of fun. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll be back again next week. I might be able to get a video out tomorrow, actually. I'm just about to give PIIOOW a quick wipe off. I'm doing a prom run in it tonight for a friend. So have a great week, guys, and catch up with you again next week. Cheers. Right then, guys, let's take it for a road test. Flipping hell, it's hot. I need to get that window wound down. So just before we road tested it, you'd have seen me just finishing it off. I run it up to temperature, so that's opening the heater valve, so the heater's on hot. That lets the water flow around the interior heater system as well, the heater matrix. Run it up, keep an eye on the temperature. Make sure it shouldn't really go above halfway when you're running it up, and we run it up until the fan cuts in. When the fan cuts in, turn it off, let it cool back down again, and check the coolant level. So that's what we've done. We're now going to take it for a road test. It's not like we've got to run it in, it's not like a full rebuild or anything like that. We just want to keep an eye on engine temperature, and using an old flying analogy is temperatures and pressures. So oil pressure, make sure the warning light goes out. We haven't got a pressure gauge on this. We've got an oil temperature gauge though, so keep an eye on oil pressure, water temperature and water pressure. So let's go and have a drive, have a bit of fun. I think there's a classic car show around the corner at the pub, so we'll go past there, see what's going on. I'm sweating buckets, let's get moving. One of the worst things is when I get out of Vinny and drive this car seems so slow compared to Vinny. Vinny's got a load more torque and seemingly quite a lot more power than this, although there should only be about 15 brake horsepower difference, but it does feel a hell of a lot different. So we'll see what it feels like now.
Ja, klar.
So this is a Bosch Boxberg Classic. We could have picked any of these cars. Would have quite liked the Bentley actually, that would have been quite a comfortable rally. But we chose to go with a Pontiac Trans Am in full Smokey and the Bandit. Well, not colours because it was black, but it's got the Firebird on the bonnet.